When you do have the appropriate permissions to create a site, you must first plan it out. There are a few things that you should decide on before you start. The simplest things, of course, is the title. This is what is shown to all users in different places. On the home page of the site, the title bar of the browsers, links in the quick launch menus, and other locations to reach this location. A best practice is to use not more than 3 words in the title. The next thing you need to plan is the URL that will be used for this site. As mentioned earlier, this will be a combination of the parent site's URL and a unique short text. In fact, you will only need to plan out the short text that you will be allowed to enter, as the result will be pre-filled for you. Keep it similar to the title as far as possible. For instance, if you have a site titled Finance section, the short text can be Finance. Next comes what content do you plan to have on this site. Depending upon that, you can select a template that will create a common set of elements for that content. We will discuss site templates in much greater detail a little later in this lesson. You will also need to decide on whether you wish to use the same permissions as the parent site or have different permissions in the new site. Permissions too will be covered in detail later in this lesson. Finally, you will also need to decide whether the new site will show up in the parent site's quick launch or top menu and share the same menu as the parent. Most of these settings can be changed later, but it is always good to plan them out in advance to avoid any unnecessary changes later on.